Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I am doing gift tags for Christmas gifts. If you celebrate, if you do other holidays or gift giving things, I'm just showing you how I do mine, maybe for some ideas, inspiration. I will link as many tutorials, templates, ideas, instructions in video form and blog post form as I can find that I think might be helpful. But I have cut a bunch of shapes and then denoted with little black dots where I'm going to punch the hole for attaching these to our presents. Now this is our gift wrap. So our wrapping paper is a thin craft paper because this is fully recyclable and you get a ton for your money. So I wrap gifts, I wrap them as they come in. I don't like doing it the night before. As you can see, I've cut a ton of shapes. This is going to be more booklet style and taped and attached. And then I just have some tags that I'm going to hole punch. So I have baker's twine. If you are doing a no-buy or a low-buy and don't have something like this, this one is like white and green. Kite string works. Any type of twine, embroidery floss. Maybe you have green and red embroidery floss. You can put those two together. That would be really beautiful. If you've hunted and searched all throughout your house, really bad, cheap dental floss that is laying around that you never use, save the good stuff for your teeth. But if you have one that you don't like, dental floss also works with attaching tags and wrapping up gifts. The other thing I really like to do, especially for my kids and if I'm giving gifts to other artists, is I wrap things in dollar ribbon. As you see, it looks a bit more Christmassy, and I use a ton of the ribbon, and then they can have that and repurpose that for crafts and other projects for themselves. So that's always an option. I have some other colors here. Obviously I really love jewel tones over pastels. This one's always a fun one. But there are different options and things you can do. So just for tags and drawing and doodling, I have a couple pilot pens, a jelly roll. I have my black micron for outlining if I really want it to stand out. I also have my Uniball Signo in silver and gold. And these are primarily just the pens I use when I am creating stuff. So there are options. You can do the doodle on the front and have the name and the message on the back. Or you can do your doodle and design kind of small. I am doing just a little tiny snowman. I may not even be zoomed in enough, and I apologize. We will give him stick arms. And my cat is just off to the side, thinking about biting my things. Don't bite my things. So designs that look really, really beautiful. Snowflakes, snowmen, mittens, hot cocoa, Santa Claus, different types of Christmas trees, Christmas presents. Anything you can think of that is holiday related to you. Reindeer, maybe rabbits where you live, goose, stockings, Christmas hats. All these different design ideas could work and look really, really cute. I don't really draw on our wrapping paper. That way we can recycle it. So it's pretty much just the gift tags that I go a little crazy with. Stars. And again, this one is shaped like a Christmas tree, so I could decorate it with little baubles and things. But you could cut all your tags, add a bump out, and you can cut all your tags to look like Christmas tree ornaments. And then with that, you could watercolor them with just light washes. Just wet on wet technique would be really, really beautiful. You could cut it out of watercolor paper. That would be a really cool touch for someone's gift. Especially, you know, if you're artsy and they're artsy, it's that sort of little handmade touches are very appreciated and acknowledged. It's just a lot of fun. So I'm not really varying the size, but these would look better if the balls were different sizes as well. So here's a little Christmas tree tag, just for fun. I mean, you could write on there if you are really, really good at calligraphy or you have really nice penmanship. I'm gonna try it. I don't know how this is gonna work. All right, so my C's a little wonky, but you could write Merry Christmas on your tags. You could practice your lettering. Just depends on what type of paper. I have some extra planner paper in my planner in the back. I could use my Tomoe River paper to make tags as well. And then I could add all kinds of mixed media elements. I mean, you could, in theory, take pictures throughout the year and cut those and just put them on really sort of budget paper, and those could be the designs and things you use to put on your tags. I'm just gonna draw little trees on the front of this one, I think. And they don't have to be super hyper realistic. It can be, you know, just enough where you get the shape. It depends on how many gifts you're doing. That's the other thing. If you start now and have these set aside, it won't be as big of a deal, especially if you have gifts coming in last minute. And that can be really, really hard. If things are like running late, you want kind of as many things put together as possible, so you don't have to try and scramble at the very end. I'm going to attempt to draw some mittens and see how I do here. All right, so these are my mittens, and they're going to have a little bit of white fluff, I think, here. And then I'm going to give them like they're strung together with a bow. The other thing I found online is you can make paper bows from your own wrapping paper. So if you're doing a no-buy or a low-buy, or you just don't feel like going to the store, but you want your gifts to look nice, or you're giving like a gift to your boss or somebody you're trying to impress, maybe it's somebody you're interested in this holiday season, there are paper bows you can make with your own wrapping paper. I will link. There's a template you can print out and then cut the shape you want. So here's what I have. This is sort of the base layer. This is the top. It comes together like so, and you attach it. And then here's the part that wraps around, and this becomes your professional paper bow that is made out of your wrapping paper. So that is also an option, and you could decorate that as well. Polka dots, stripes, plaids, whatever sort of speaks to you with Christmas. Maybe it's argyle. I want to do Christmas stocking on this one, I think. And it can all be, you know, matchy-matchy, or they can all be completely different. They can all be catered to the person that you are creating things for. So if they're interested in Pokemon, all the tags could be Pokemons wearing Christmas hats. If they're interested in Legos, things like that. It can just be really, really tailored. If they're gardeners, it can be like floral motifs and vines and botanicals. You know, if they're interested in books, they could be book covers, or they could be shaped like books. Everything can kind of be custom, but if you start early and start now, it won't be such a big deal later on. So on this one, I think I'm gonna do maybe some holly leaves. That kind of holly. We'll get this shaped up. Anyway, so you get what I'm saying. This is how I do mine. We'll probably buy our tree this weekend, and then as gifts roll in, I will have just a bunch of tags ready to go, and then I'll just wrap them as they come in, so it's not a big deal. And then add some little berries here. So there's different ways this can be done. I hope this gave you some ideas. I hope this gave you some inspiration. If you like to draw, if you like to doodle, if you just like patterns, this can be a ton of fun, and it can be customized again to the recipient, or it could be customized to something you're working on. If you're working on animals, maybe you're doing like polar bears, penguins, things like that. Yeah, so I hope this helps. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.